Guys, welcome to another video. It's your Raz here. Before we crack right into this, guys, usual drill: if you're a subscriber, remember to hit your notification bell. If you're new to the channel and you're watching the video, please consider subscribing, and if you like the video, give that a thumbs up and post some comments down below about what you thought of today's topic. Okay, let's dive right into this, guys. Johnny Depp, how he went from an alpha male to a beta male. Okay, now while I'm going to be doing this video, guys, I'm going to be driving, so just bear with me. Okay, I'm going to crack out a lot more of this these videos in the car, as I said, on the go. So Johnny Depp has gone from alpha male to beta male. Okay, already done a video on Johnny Depp being another simp, the second simp next to Will Smith, how he's become another simp. So Johnny Depp's become an alpha male, went from an alpha male to a beta male, guys. So you want to watch this video right through to the end, and I'm going to explain the reasons why this has happened and what lessons you can take from it. Okay, so Johnny Depp, as you know, guys, is he's in the public eye now, the media, because he's formed a libel case against his ex-wife Amber Heard, right? Who I also mentioned in the previous video is a very toxic, very dangerous, narcissistic, self-centered, jealous, destructive female. Okay, and the type of females that you have to notice red flag signals from, and you have to avoid and thoroughly do your homework on, and thoroughly do your background work on the red flags. Okay, so I'm going to do another video on about how to pick up red flags. Okay, if you want to get into a long-term relationship, or your current partner, or you're just dating for a wee while. So narcissistic, toxic, Amber Heard, and that was his ex-wife, and Johnny Depp was or I would say was, right, a very successful Hollywood actor, top of his game, cracked out some amazing movies. Okay, so he was at the top of his game in Hollywood for about 10-15 years. I wouldn't say he's completely done, but he's not done himself any favours. But and what's going on, you know, with the defamation case and the lies Amber Heard's told about. So he had everything going for him, guys. He was what I would call your atypical alpha male. Okay, the guy had high value. The guy, you know, was at the top of Hollywood. All right, had all the money in the world. Had women throwing themselves at his feet. Could take a pick of his women. You know, high sexual market value. You know, everything that an alpha male is. You know, Johnny Depp was very ambitious, not in the terms of the sense of he wanted to make more and more money. He was quite clear, and he's very honest about it, that he basically wanted to be very ambitious with his work, the type of work that he produced in Hollywood. He wasn't concerned with, you know, making money. He was concerned with his body of work and quality of work. And Johnny Depp has done some incredible performances, okay, and he always wanted to get better, so he was ambitious in that sense, right? He had everything, the whole entire package, alright? At one point he was even in a successful marriage to the point of 12-13 years with his ex-wife Vanessa Paradis, and he's had kids off her, which he admitted you know, he'd made a mistake because of all his drinking and stuff. So he was penultimately the alpha male. You know, he's going from, you know, in his heyday, he was going from dating different stars, and when he's going from Winona Ryder, and he dated a few high profile actresses, and so he was your penultimate alpha male. You know, always friends were like, you know, the famous incident where River Phoenix died in the nightclub. You know, that was Johnny Depp's nightclub called the Viper. So the guy had absolutely everything going for him. Okay, high alpha male. Okay, top of his game, women running at his feet, on his path and purpose, because Johnny Depp was on his path and purpose. You know, it was all about his career. You know, and the women was second to that. Okay, like they were second to that. You know, his career was first, and he was just on his journey, and these females that came along on his journey, you know, certainly were people that he dated, you know, just along for the ride, as you want to say, the icing on the cake to, you know, his path and purpose, his journey, which is the way it should be for men today. You should be on your path and purpose, guys. And I'm going to explain to you now what this is, a typical example of what happens when you deviate from that. Okay, Johnny Depp has gone from alpha male to beta male at this point because he deviated from originally where he was. He was deviated from his path and purpose. He took his focus, guys, off. He took his focus off his career. He took his focus off his acting. He took his focus off his path and purpose, which was to get better as an actor, make more, have more prolific roles, to challenge his acting, get better roles, build upon the career he already had, the successful career he already had. You know, obviously in between that, you know, he had a few kind of drinking problems and he did a lot of drugs and stuff. But guys, you know, predominantly, you know, that's when he started to fall, because a high value male and an alpha male wouldn't get involved in things like that. Okay, they would be straight on the path and purpose, and they do understand about the mastery of themselves. So Johnny Depp then started to lose some mastery over himself. Okay, and a lot of that, the toxic substances and the substances he used, as he says to himself, to numb himself, was due to the mistake he made, guys, of deviating from his path and purpose. Okay, deviating from his goals in life, and he proceeded to go down the wrong path by not picking up the red flags, not doing his due diligence on the partners he had, not doing his due diligence on Amber Heard, and he proceeded to get attached. He proceeded to drop his path and purpose. He proceeded to drop his goals, and all his focus then deviates from his acting career, you know, his career in Hollywood, you know, his status, making movies, and he starts to get attached to this toxic, narcissistic B-list actress, right? Because without Johnny Depp, she was nothing, you know. And I think the suspicious reason she was with him was to give herself a name. You know, obviously, when she was doing Aquaman 2 or Aquaman, she filed a defamation case at that point, you know, obviously to pump up her profile. But so he basically deviates from on his path and purpose, his focus, his goals, gets involved with this woman, doesn't see the red flags in her. If you look at her past relationships, there's history there of those toxic behaviours. There's history there of all her arrest records. He failed to see that. He failed to do his due diligence. He failed to take enough time to get to know this woman. He failed to take enough time to analyse what she's really like. Because as I told you guys, women mask who they really are, okay, in order to snare their game. Okay, now what do I mean by that? They mask who they really are to lock down a high value male, to lock down the male that they require, that they see fit to be the beta provider, that's going to give them the best form of security, i.e. where the hypergamy kicks in. So Amber Heard obviously saw her victim in Johnny Depp, played the game with him for a wee while and sort of masked who she really was. Johnny Depp then falls off his path and purpose, where the mistake happened, falls off his goals, path and purpose, started to treat Amber Heard as the focus of everything, the focus of his life, starts making her a god. And this is what happens when you start to make your partner, female partner, a god. You start to put all your focus into her, all your focus into trying to make her happy. That's when the shit hits the fan. That's when it starts going down the toilet. And what I've told you guys before, you cannot make females happy. Females are highly emotional creatures, okay? They are never going to be happy with whatever you do from them. for them, okay? And this is not in a bad sense. You could do everything under the sun for them, and you know, 1 minute provide them with a family, provide them security, and they'll find another excuse for being unhappy. But you can't be angry at that. You've just got to accept that they are what they are. Johnny Depp didn't realise this. He tried so many times to put all his focus on Amber Heard, making her happy, trying, and so much in his testimony in the courts you can hear him saying, I tried with you, I tried with you, I tried with you, and that's the mistake he made. He should have retained his frame, stayed alpha, and just said to her bye, walked out the door and left. And today he would not have been in this situation where a lot of his career is ruined, a lot of his name is ruined. He's been dropped from Pirates of the Caribbean, he's been dropped from the recent Fantastic Beasts movie, so he's lost a lot of projects and his name has been blackened, but I think he will win this case. So what I can say for him is hats off to Johnny Depp for trying to clear his name. I'll give him that. He's tried to clear his name and he's been brave enough to take it in court and clear his name, and I believe he's genuine behind that. So you know, I've got to take my hats off him for that, right? As being brave and fighting his corner to clear his name and get the truth out. So but that's the mistake he made. He made Amber Heard his god. He strayed from what his focus was in life, his path and purpose, okay? His focus, his path and purpose as an actor, his path and purpose as a movie star, his path and purpose to create a good body of work, his path and purpose to have longevity in career, and started focusing all on this woman. Didn't do his due diligence, didn't look at the red flags, got too comfortable with her, and her other side came out, the real side. The mask came down, and the narcissistic, devious, narcissistic, calculating, real side of Amber Heard came out, and as a result of that, this man has suffered, and his career is penultimately may have been destroyed. He might be able to resurrect it if he clears his name in this court case, and he's proven innocent in this court case. He may be able to resurrect his career. But one thing is, Amber Heard made the big mistake because she has just basically drowned herself in Hollywood, and that's what she deserves for trying to destroy this man. So Johnny Depp, this is how this man's went from alpha to beta, okay? So this is a lesson you guys have to learn, guys. You have to understand what an alpha male is. You have to understand alpha male is not being brute strength, not being big, not being intimidating. It's in your mind, it's in your head, guys. It's maintaining frame, it's picking up the red flags, it's understanding relationship dynamics, and it's understanding it's being strong and having the ability to walk away if something's dangerously toxic to you or somebody's not good for you. Okay, you have to be brave enough to go solo and go on your own path, and a woman should never be, not in a bad sense, but a female should never be, you know, the be all and end all, everything in your life. That's Hollywood garbage that you have been fed over the last 10-15 years of Disney fantasy movies, romantic movies, by the Hollywood bodies to increase the narrative of making beta males out there and simps that, you know, the woman should be your everything, she should be your only love, she should be your only path and purpose. This is Hollywood bullshit, and this is what's led to Johnny Depp's destruction. This is how Johnny Depp's gone from an alpha male to a beta male. So guys, with that said, I'm going to end this video. Hope you enjoyed it today. Post some comments down below, and a lot of you watching my videos and not subscribing to it, help a brother out here, guys. Subscribe to my videos. Some good information, good content. If you have watched it through to the end, I really appreciate it, guys, because there's a lot of YouTube videos that you could be watching out there, and you've taken the time to watch my videos. With that said, guys, have a great Sunday. More content to come this week on my channel, and I hope you have a good day and you've got something off. You've got some good value off this video, because that's my intention, to give you good value. Anyway, guys, have a good Sunday. Shiraz out.